Hi, I'm mad. Do you know why I'm mad? It's because Anthrocon wants us all to have heat strokes. But before I get any further, hi, my name is Barley the cat, although I'm sure you already knew that. If you've been in the furry sphere on Twitter or Blue Sky in the last day, I would say, this would be June 5th as of recording this, Switch Day. You getting yourself a Switch? Got yourself that Mario Kart World? I'm getting off topic. Anthrocon made this post to their account saying, as announced in October, our fursuit parade rules have changed for Anthrocon. Then it says, TLDR, limit to parade size for safety. Sorry, I can't read. And participants need to be pre-approved outside con-ops. But what people have seemed to pointed out was a new rule for the fursuit march. And if you just so happen to click the link in this post, scroll on down to parade rules and read partial fursuits must incorporate additional elements in addition to head, hands, and optional tail. These at the wearer's discretion based upon their interpretation of the species character. Whatever. Basically means you can't just wear partial suits and have skin exposed. And look, I get it. Sort of. Not really, but we'll get to that. I get their line of thinking, I guess. Whoever wrote this up, or whoever makes the rules, or whoever is like the con chairman of Anthrocon, must hate when people break the magic. So if you're new to the fandom, new to fursuits, breaking the magic is basically where someone wears a fursuit head, paws, a tail, maybe, but they also have parts of their actual skin showing, like someone who would wear a partial and a t-shirt and shorts. I think that this is okay, but there are some people, some furries out there who don't think that this is okay. The post continues saying examples include foot paws, sleeves or leggings, other costume features that define the character. No human skin should be showing. That's the problem here. At the beginning of the video, I said that Anthrocon wants people to get heat strokes, because when does Anthrocon take place? During the hottest time of the year, of course. This convention literally takes place during summer. How do you expect these furries to keep alive? These fursuiters are literally going to be dropping like flies from the heat. And look, I know there are ways to mitigate this. There are certain types of clothing that capture sweat. There are fursuit fans that you can shove right into the muzzle of your fursuit. I get it. There are ways to stop this from happening, but not everybody has access to those things. And also, who cares if a little bit of skin is showing? Literally. Who cares? I don't. And all of this just makes me think that Anthrocon is setting a precedent here. They want you in full fursuit. They clearly have an image that they're trying to uphold, and they're basically saying, if you don't have a full fursuit, you're not allowed to march like the rest of us. It's not cool. It is not a good look for Anthrocon. And honestly, I wouldn't really even want to go if they're going to start treating partial suitors like this. And so far, the community has not liked this. Most, if not all of the responses that I've seen have been pretty much negative in support of partial suiting. Imagine being such a reactionary freak about queers showing skin in a city where the heat index often hits above 100 degrees Fahrenheit this time of year. Sorry, I ran out of breath on that one, but literally a heat index of above 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and you want a fursuiter to wear a full suit. Yeah, that seems like a fantastic idea. It gives a lot of no kink. I can't read. Oh my god. It gives a lot of no kink at Pride vibes, like, okay, good on randoms wanting to come and watch, but this isn't for or about them. Who gives a f about showing skin breaks the magic? For Bob from accounting. Yeah, I completely agree with this person. And I also agree with the no kink at Pride. Like, sure, that like benefits the air quote normies that are there, but like it's not for them. And to be honest, what I don't know, and I don't understand what normie would go to a furry convention, and why is If this is true, which it seems like it could be, why would Anthrocon pander to the normies? And why would the normies care if we showed skin? It does not make any sense. Fursuiters aren't paid mascot entertainers. Demanding they can't show an inch of skin is actually embarrassing. Who's this rule for? That's exactly what I'm trying to figure out. Also, at this point, they should be paying us. I say us like I'm a fursuiter, but I don't own a fursuit, so I apologize in advance if you thought that I did. This video is sponsored by me, Barley the Cat, but more specifically, my gaming channel, which you should all go check out right now. If you're a fan of horror, if you're a fan of cute, if you're a fan of gaming, then you will like this YouTube channel. You like the Wear Cleaner? You like Changed? You like Indigo Park? I know you freaks out there like Rambly. I'm one of those freaks too. I love me a good raccoon boy. You can find all that and so much more on this gaming channel. So do your part, soldier, and subscribe to the Barely a Cat channel. I may be just barely a cat on that channel, but what do you know what you're not barely gonna have? Fun. I mean, you're gonna have lots of it if you subscribe right now. I have fursuited, though. There's me wearing my friend King's fursuit. And oh no, I'm partialing. Please, Anthrocon, don't ban me from your fursuit parade. It is a mere 100 degrees outside and I'm burning up in here. It's 2025 and we still care about poodling this much. Unfortunately, we do. Plus, it's classism. Lots of people can barely afford much beyond a head and some paws. Honestly, that's something else that I agree with. I am a very broke individual. Somewhat broke, thanks to you guys. That sounded a lot more cynical than it was supposed to. What I'm trying to say is you guys have helped funded a lot of things in my life. And one of those things is a fursuit. I am saving up for a fursuit. And something that I was gonna do was buy a partial to start out with. Because the idea of slipping into a fursuit every time that I would want to record a video seems daunting. Regardless, the point is, I definitely can't afford a full suit, so that's why I wanted to buy a partial. And now, I can't even march at a fursuit parade. At Anthrocon, one of the biggest, if not the biggest furry convention out there. Hey, this is ableist. Lots of people have disabilities that limit their ability to wear a fursuit due to heat-related issues, and poodling is the only way that I can fursuit. And it's highly unfortunate that you probably can't now. Yay. It sucks, honestly, that Anthrocon made this change. I literally cannot see a reason why this change was made. I don't know who this change was made for. Was it made for the normies that are going to attend the convention? Because why the fuck would they care? Is it made for us, the fursuiters? Because I would not like to have a heat stroke in a public place. Please, dear God, don't let that be me. This just feels classist. Feels like they're trying to make some sort of separation. Maybe I'm reaching a little bit, but that's just, that's just how I feel. That's the vibe that I get. It doesn't feel right to me, and I just wanted to make a video about it. Do you agree with me, or do you wish death upon all furries? Nah, I'm just playing. Feel free to disagree with me down in the comments below. I'd love to hear an opinion on the opposite side. Or honestly, if you agree, tell me why in the comments down below. Let's start a discussion. But please, let's keep this discussion civil. Thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in my next one. Peace.